International Dragbike Association presents the Sunshine Nationals at Cincinnati, Ohio in Edgewater Sports Park, June 14 and 15, 1986. Edgewater Sports Park in Cincinnati lived up to that Sunshine Nationals name. It's a gorgeous day at Edgewater Sports Park. And IDBA videographer Niña Holmes has gone to Pro Riders Meeting. Pro Riders Meeting came at an opportune time. The qualifying, the strain thereof, had ended, and on the last qualifying pass, oil was dumped on the starting line. So right now, during Pro Riders Meeting, people are kind of relaxing, taking a look at the ladders, also planning their strategy for the afternoon's grand eliminations. On top of that, there's some other spectators. That's Jackie Price with her home video equipment, while the starting line is being cleaned up with Rice Hull Ash to get that oil off. And, of course, the track is red lighted. There's no action. It's kind of a get-together time. Time for everybody to gather their soul and plan their strategy. Have a good time in the gorgeous sunshine right by the Little Miami River at Edgewater Sports Park. Let's look at Funny Bike. Funny Bike, that long, stretched out, powerful motorcycle that goes so quick and so fast. People say, hey, look at that funny bike. Well, they're not funny. They do move fast. Number 12 qualifier was Ron Ayers of Greenville, North Carolina. Ed Bertullo, number 13 qualifier on a Cowie out of Homestead, Pennsylvania. Larry Reynolds of Plymouth, Ohio, number 14 on a cow. TJ Hoffmeister of Westmont, Illinois, number 15 qualifier on a Suzuki and Sammy Oskins. Georgetown, Indiana, number 16 qualifier on a cow. Steve TRACY of Evansville, Indiana, brought his Star Racing advanced plating Suzuki in the number 11 qualifying spot. Kevin TOOMA out of Birmingham, Michigan, came a long way with his Cosman chassis Kawasaki powered machine. I want you to watch something on this. See the rock in the air? Now, did that man grab the asphalt or did he not? Pull that rock right out of the asphalt. Here's Rusty QUESENBERRY. Rusty is from over in Radford, Virginia. 51 years old, rides a Suzuki, qualified number 9 on his Star Racing Mark V Suzuki. You just saw Greg Cope with a star on his back while Rusty was making the run. Greg is involved with Star Racing, and they sponsor a lot of these bikes. Harry Gunnison out of Los Angeles was number 8 qualifier. Bill TIMMONS came from Cleveland, Ohio, to be number 7 qualifier on his Kawasaki. Then it was Terry Kaiser, all the way from Houston, Texas. Terry was riding the Bill Hunt Products bike. That's the one that's normally ridden by Mark Miller, but Mark had a son sick, and so Terry was sitting in his substitute. Qualified the bike number 6 in Funny Bike at the Sunshine Nationals. A great rider, holder of 2 number 1 plates is Mr. Terry Kaiser. Keith Lynn coming up now in the number 5 qualifying spot right after Terry. Keith is from Wabash, Indiana. His Kawasaki sponsored by Motorcycle Products, Motorcycle Machine Works, Bill Hunt Products, and many more. Keith was number 5 qualifier with a 7:58. And look for great things from Keith later on in the season. Charles Israel qualified his Suzuki in the number 4 spot. This is Charles from Americus, Georgia, close friend of the folks over at Star Racing, also sponsored by Israel Brothers Racing. Number 4 qualifier with a 7:58, a blistering 174 miles an hour. John Ball out of Freeport, New York. John was number 3 qualifier at Sunshine Nationals on a Cosman Suzuki, sponsored by Orient Express Racing, where John is a parts manager and accessories manager, as well as one of the top riders in the nation. Number 2 qualifier in Funny Bike at the Sunshine Nationals was Mr. Gary Falta. Cincinnati is his hometown, so Edgewater Sports Park is his home track. Gary, sponsored by GP Kawasaki and Andy Espy, together with Bill Hunt Products. He qualified with a 7:40, 180 miles an hour flat. And here is your number 1 qualifier at the Sunshine Nationals in Funny Bike from Camden, South Carolina, Bobby Baker. You see that big sigh? I'd sigh too if I were about to go 182.92 miles an hour. Bobby Baker, sponsored by Star Cycle and Martin Cycle Products from Camden, qualified number 1 in Funny Bike at the Sunshine Nationals with a blistering 7.357, 7 and 35 seconds at 182.92 miles an hour, and pretty well set himself up to win. We'll have to go through the eliminators to find out. Once again, you got a glimpse there of Greg Cope. And there's his time, 7:35, 100.